Attack of the Clones. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible. Okay, I'll admit this is not my first try on filming this because first time around I spent a good 8 or 9 minutes ranting about how annoying and yeah, pretty much the annoying, whiny, schoolboy arrogantness of Anakin. And let me tell you something. Kid is annoying. Kid is he acts like he's a 12-year-old schoolboy who thinks he knows better. He whines. He acts up in front of people. Argues with Obi-Wan. Doesn't apologize for arguing. Then he hits on Padme a lot. Kind of reminiscent of Twilight. Very wooden acting. Bad writing. Ugh. Then he has bad dreams about his mother. They go and try and find her. She's dead. He throws a temper tantrum. And then whines and cries and whines and cries and whines and cries and promises that he says that he wasn't strong enough to save her, but he'll never be that weak again. That next time someone he loves is dying, he'll be strong enough to save him. Oh my god! He's setting himself up there. Oh my god! What do you think is gonna happen next movie? Oh my god! He and Padme get married at the end of Attack of the Clones. Oh my god! He loves her. Oh my god! He's never gonna let anyone he loves die. He's never gonna let anyone he loves die ever again. Oh my god, guess what's gonna happen? Oh my god, like no one would see that coming. Duh. Like no one saw that coming. Spoiler! If you haven't seen Revenge of the Sith, I'm gonna blow a spoiler for you for you right now. Paying attention? Paying attention? Padme dies in the third one. I know I wasn't gonna recap, and I know I haven't watched Revenge of the Sith yet, but oh my god. Why? He's annoying. He doesn't listen to. Okay, no. We're still in Anakin here. After the first 3 minutes I've been talking about. Yeah, he's annoying. Anakin is annoying. He pretty much throws everything he's worked for in the last 10 years between episode 1 and episode 2. He throws it all away because he met Padme again in the space of about 4 days. Seriously, falls in love and decides he's gonna get married. Caution to the wind. Hello, you're a Jedi, you're not supposed to get married. I know this, you're like a monk, dude. Your hand's there for a reason. Okay, I'm being dirty. Okay, I promised myself I wouldn't make any random sexual comments. Sorry. Bad Sarah. Anyway. Seriously, Anakin is a child, and he's a horny 20-year-old boy who just wants to get laid. That's it. He's horny, he's 20 years old, and he's a horny 20-year-old virgin who just wants to get laid. How sad is that? Okay, no, I can't. Okay. I'm not gonna go further, because if I start going further, then I'll probably start discussing things that I really shouldn't discuss about his personal choices. Anyway. Where was I? Okay. Yeah, Anakin is just... Every time he opens his mouth, I feel he's just whining, or complaining, or crying, or undermining Anakin no, he's Anakin undermines Obi-Wan. He doesn't listen to Obi-Wan, and when Obi-Wan tells him to like stay on Naboo with Padme, he doesn't listen. But oh no! When Mace Windu, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. When Mace Windu tells him to stay where he is, he listens, but he doesn't listen to his master. No. Seriously, Mace Windu should just have been his master in the first place. No. Anyway, okay. Before I devote the rest of this video commentary on about why I don't like Anakin, I'll move on. Oh, kinda. Okay. And it's like this, the plot. The story was weak. I mean, it was weak, and you got the clone army, and I understand that, oh, this is like a big thing, and that they're separate, like people who are trying to separate from the Galactic Congress, whatever they are. I can't. Congress of the Republic Congress, and it's looking towards Empire. You know, dude. Historically, yeah, like no, it's been an Empire ever since Palpatine got elected. Same thing happened in Rome. They just didn't realize that Rome was an empire long before it actually was. The Republic took like a century to die in ancient Rome, and that's basically what happened here, except it took like a decade for the Republic to die and become an empire. Anyway. And, of course, I have to mention our good friend Jar Jar Binks. Oh yes, the idiot who is Forrest Gumping his way through the plot. He's the retard that they just get to do, that they, emotionally con into doing whatever the hell they want him to do. Couldn't they have just killed Jar Jar Binks in the first 20 minutes of the first film and just been done with it, and then we never would have to deal with his retardedness, and they could have figured out another way to get his role played, but no. Oh no. We have to keep the idiot. Token idiot. I want to kill. Yeah, and when you're preteen girl, you have a crush on Hayden Christensen in this because it's Hayden Christensen in Star Wars, and you think he's hot, but it's like when I was 9 years old and I thought that 9 or 10 years old and I thought that Jar Jar Binks was hysterical. I got over that really quick, and I look back on it now and look, why? Seriously, my favorite scenes in this entire movie were the ones with Obi-Wan, because you knew he's actually doing stuff. And I also like the scenes with Yoda, because it's Yoda and he's tiny and badass, and after this film got released, I looked at my dad and my dad looked at me, and we both kind of agreed that, sorry, I thought there was a spider over there, anyway, sorry. We both kind of agreed that we could die happily because, well, Yoda got a fight sequence, and that's the one thing that I think my dad, myself, and a fair number of other Star Wars, not Star Trek, wrong series, I was watching Star Trek earlier, I'm sorry. And a lot of us Star Wars people were just kind of waiting on was, will Yoda get a fight sequence where he kicks someone's ass with a lightsaber, and he did, and so it's like, okay. Check. I can die. That's all checked off my list. Pull that out of the bucket. Pull that off my bucket list. I can die happy now, kind of. Yoda got a fight sequence. Alright. and we got the official teaming up of 3PO and R2, and they had the best, some of the funniest moments in the film, because come on, you put they're the real comic duo of the comic relief comic duo of the franchise. All right, yeah, okay, plot. I can't. Okay, I can't. I have to talk about the plot. I talked about this a little earlier, and if okay, George Lucas, if you're watching this, it would have been so much better if you had just cut out everything with Padme and Anakin. The plot would have gone a lot quicker, a lot smoother, and it would have felt a whole lot more authentic if that entire subplot was gone. I don't know how many fans they speak for, but come on. None of those scenes were effective. I feel like most of those scenes with Padme and Anakin just falling in love was fluff, and then once they got to Tatooine, you had maybe one scene where you kind of got to see the descent of Anakin into the dark side, but then it's like, oh my god, remorse, he's not completely evil yet. Could have done out so much. And then, of course, I'm not to say anything bad about Padme, because I like her in this still. I mean, I don't like all the fluff, and most of it I could have done without, but you get to see her still being spunky and effective, both as a diplomat and as just fighting and trying to solve problems. And when Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Padme are all about to be killed, execution, the gladiator thing, trust me, my inner classics major was literally going insane here with watching this, because I'm oh, how much of this can be related back to the ancient world. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, you get to see her sort of being effective, and I think it's okay. Padme's effective in trying to get out of the situation. Obi-Wan's effective in trying to get out of the situation. Anakin just kind of, he just kind of mucks his way through everything and trips up and somehow comes up successful and gets the girl, and he's whiny, and he's literally oh, come on. You're too old for this. You're supposed to be training to be a Jedi. I don't care if you're horny and you want to get laid. No. Stop it. George Lucas, come on. Where are your editors? Where are your readers? Someone should have told the writers that this plot was weak. It felt like Stephenie Meyers would have liked this plot. She could have written this plot easily. So wait, no, I take that back. That's just bringing down the ratings for this series, because if Stephenie Meyers were writing this series, the first 2 hours would be Padme and Anakin laying in a field staring at each other, which though thankfully we only got about 2 minutes of. Anymore, and I would have shot myself repeatedly and then stabbed myself repeatedly in the eyeballs. Anyway, you can tell I've had some alcohol and I've had enough caffeine that I'm slightly wired, slightly not, slightly. Anyway. Yeah, anyway. This was just shitty. Okay, it's not the shittiest film I've ever seen. I've seen pretty shitty films, but it's bordering on total shit. And I liked a lot of the Obi-Wan storyline, because you can actually see that he was doing stuff. In the second half of the film, I like Padme because she's actually doing stuff. I don't like Anakin because he's whining the entire time, and oh god, I just wanted to every time he was on screen, I just wanted to go and smack him and just send him to his corner and then just solve the problem myself, because it's dude, really. Anakin needs to grow up. he needs to get smacked around and knocked down a few pegs, which unfortunately he never does in this entire like 6 films. He never gets like the smackdown, and he needs to have that smackdown because if he doesn't, then wait, he doesn't. He never gets smacked down a peg, like 20,000 pegs. I mean, yeah, no, yeah, I don't like Anakin. Anyway, I've ranted for long enough about my animosity towards Anakin. You'll get more of that later, once they get through Revenge of the Sith, which I'm not looking forward to, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't want to do it. Like, alright, I'm whining. I'm turning into Anakin. I'm whining. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch it, and I will commentate, and it's my computer says it is 12:10. Yeah, it's like it's been rough. We've been going good here. Anyway, and then I will watch it. I will come up with a couple of points that I can rant about, because we all know that ranting reviews are fun. And then I will come back and I will talk to you about how I feel about it, and which will probably be a lot of talking about how much I hate Anakin, and how glad I was to see that you got to actually see Yoda kick ass. Yeah. Anyway, alright, I've ranted long enough, and I will see you on the other side of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I'm gonna get through it, because I know we've got a New Hope on the other side of it. So see you on the flip side.